Yes, people, we're back for another episode of Big Six Bands. It's Monts here bringing you the Liverpool fitness update ahead of tomorrow's game against Fulham at Craven Cottage. Of course, it's straight from the mouth of Pep Linders, if you want to know where I'm getting the quotes from. But yeah, before we do dive into who's fit and who's not, I need you guys to do two things. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are one subscriber away from 7,700 subscribers. But of course, we don't just want one subscriber, we want all of you guys to subscribe. So if you're watching this and you're enjoying the content and you want more of these videos, listen, drop a comment below. For one, get interactive, smash the like button. Let's aim for 100 likes for this video. And of course, subscribe to the channel. But listen, let's get straight into it. This is going to be a short video, just a quick update for you guys. So of course, we have Andy Robertson, who is obviously now returned to full training with the boys. He's actually in contention and will be traveling with the squad for tomorrow's game for tomorrow's semi-final second leg against Fulham. Now that is a massive injury boost for us, obviously, because Joe Gomez at the moment is playing left back. I know he's filling in and he's done an amazing job, and I feel like he will continue to do an amazing job at left back. Me personally, I wouldn't throw Robertson straight into the starting lineup, but just to have him in the squad and have another defender available, a left back, because we have no left backs. We have no left backs. So just to have Robbo back is a massive, massive boost for the squad. Just to have him around in training, of course, and his experience and his quality. A lot of people kind of speak as though Robertson's fallen off or he's had a bad season and all of this sort of stuff. For me, Robertson's still a quality left back. It's just that, you know, recency bias is killing our people in it. So, yeah, it's great to have him back. The quote from Pep Linders on Andy Robertson was, he trained yesterday with the team. He did a lot of work and really good rehab throughout the last period. So he's fit in terms of sports science. Now he has to get fit with the proper team training. So again, hopefully we'll see Robbo back, maybe getting a few minutes, maybe tomorrow. Maybe he'll get a few minutes on the weekend. Let's see. But just to have him around the squad is a massive boost, and that he's fit and to be an option. It's just great news. Next, of course, is Trent Alexander-Arnold. I know that's the one you guys wanted to hear. Pep obviously says that this is the quote that Pep's obviously given us. He says he will be back at the end of the week for team training. So hopefully he'll be available for the FA Cup, of course, on the weekend. Now, I mean, would I play Trent in the FA Cup? Personally, I wouldn't. I think I feel like we could probably get a result without having to play Trent, but it would maybe good to give him a few minutes just to kind of prepare him for the game at Chelsea, as that's going to be a really big game at Anfield, and we want to get all of our best players on the pitch, especially Trent and his creativity. For him, obviously, it was just a hyperextension of the knee, but we still have to be precautious, as Trent obviously is infinitely important for the team. So to have him back, again, another crazy boost for Liverpool. Again, we've got bare bones at the moment. Everyone's just dying around us, so you know what I'm saying? It's crazy right now. So I'm really glad to see Trent. That's great news and a great update. The next one, of course, Curtis Jones. Curtis Jerry Cal Jones, for me, Liverpool's best midfielder this season. Liverpool's best midfielder for the last 30-odd games. You know what I'm saying? And long may that continue, because, again, Scouser, born and bred, you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing for him to be doing what he's doing and to come as far as he has, especially with the doubters. I was one of them at one point. You know what I'm saying? I'd lost my hope for a season or two. But again, it's all about proving us wrong, and that's what he's done. The quote on Curtis is that it's a no-brainer. He's for me. So this isn't the quote, but that's me talking. But yeah, he's fit. There isn't an injury doubt, so he will be fit to play. Whether he'll start on the week, whether he'll start during the week is 50-50. I'm looking at probably maybe a little bit less than that. It's just a precaution, and he is fine. So it's probably fatigue or something like that. But there is no injury to Curtis Jones, just so you guys know. There is no injury. He is fine. He's probably fit to play, just a precaution. And there's nothing to worry about with Curtis. And again, Liverpool does not tick. Liverpool do not tick without Curtis Jones. And the way he's been dribbling, winning the ball back, intensity. He knows, for me, he knows the system better than any other midfielder. Maybe you can say Thiago, but even Thiago, we haven't seen him all season, so I'm not going to include him in this conversation. But for me, with the new revamp of the midfield, he's the one who knows the old ways and the same ways, and he's going to keep implementing that. I think he's going to be our midfielder of the season if he carries on the way he's going. So great news for Curtis Jones as well. Kostas Tsimikas, 2 weeks away from first team training, which is really good. So I guess after the Arsenal game, we're going to have Tsimikas back for availability as well. And people might say that Tsimikas, it doesn't, you know, Robertson's back. You know, Gomez is able to play left back to a high level, so he might not need Tsimikas. For me, we absolutely need Tsimikas because for me, when he came in for the 5 or 6 games after Robbo did dislocate his shoulder, he was excellent. He was excellent. Apart from the first game in the Europa League where he made a few mistakes, after that, that was his one and done, and he was excellent in pretty much every game, offering a little bit more than Robbo was going forward as well, even though defensively, he's probably not as strong or as balanced as an Andy Robertson. However, we are in 4 competitions. We're in 4 competitions. Obviously, Europa League, FA Cup, Carabao, and the Premier League. And if we're going to aim to try and challenge and win each of those trophies, we're going to need every single player in this squad to be fit and available for when we need to rotate and still maintain the same quality. So for me, personally, from a personal standpoint, I'm absolutely buzzing that Tsimikas is back. For me, that is it's everything we needed. Do you know what I'm saying? It's absolutely everything we needed. We've got another quote here on Szoboszlai. So Pep said that Dom trained yesterday, just a small-sided game, but played very good, felt good, some extra work with the sports science team as well. He's ready, but tomorrow comes too early for him. So he'll be ready for the weekend if nothing goes wrong. And those obviously straight from the mouth of Pep Lijnders. So again, Szoboszlai, another one who for us, it was an unfortunate slight hamstring injury. He's been out for three weeks or so now, maybe a little bit more than that. But at the end of the day, the fact that he's back and he's ready and he's training well shows how robust he is, especially with his speed and his strength and his physicality. For me, hasn't had the best last 2 months or so, has kind of fallen off since the end of October and start of November. However, maybe this injury is what he needed. Maybe he needed a break. Maybe he needed some time to kind of reset, refocus, and, you know, get back into that right centre mid position. Because for me, even though he has been off form, he's still the best right centre mid we have. At a young age, he's still 22, doing what he needs to do. So, or maybe 23, I might be wrong. Someone correct me in the comments. But having Sobo back available, again, we need it because, you know, the injuries are starting to pile up. So having some of these guys now returning to the starting 11 is always going to be a positive. I think for me, this is going to be his chance to kind of prove the doubters wrong. And that we need to be less, for me, just a little bit less, what's the word, reactionary around Szoboszlai. He's still early in his Liverpool career. He started really well, tailed off, and now I think this is time to bounce back. So again, another really good player to have back in our team, and no one wants to play against him. It's too fast, too strong. You know what I'm saying? Technically sound, but he now needs to show that technical side rather than us kind of going, oh yeah, he runs around a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it's really good to have Sobo back. In terms of the injury update, that's pretty much it, guys. I know it was quite short, but that is the injury update. I'm going to be dropping another video kind of on the Mo Salah situation as well, maybe tomorrow, of course, maybe a little preview as well for the Fulham game. So again, guys, make sure you do one thing and one thing only, or 2 things. Smash that like button. Let us know what you think of your returning players and when you think you might start them. Would you put them starting in straight back 11? Sorry, would you start them and put them back in the starting 11, or would you maybe ease them into the game? Or maybe you keep some of these guys as squad players. Let me know what you guys will do in the comments. Of course, smash the like button. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel. It's so important. We want to get to 8,000 subscribers as soon as we can and get on the road to 10K. But listen, it's been another episode of Big Six Bands. It's Monts here with the Liverpool updates. We'll see you soon. We'll see you tomorrow, and take care.